Hi everyone, and welcome back. This is part 4 of our story about how we all can best support, advise and simply be there for our veteran community, and in particular, those who may be going through trauma.
In part 3, Suzy and I spoke about the following: encouraging treatment, providing stability and being patient. If you have not had chance to watch that short video yet, or other videos we have done, then you can always go back and check them out on our YouTube channel. We will put a link below in the description to those videos. So Suzy, what is our topics today?
Our topics today are avoiding comparisons, respecting emotions, and helping with daily tasks. However, we did say we will cover watching out for signs of crisis during part 4, but we feel this needs its own part, so we will cover this in part 5. So for today we want to highlight some of the things that are important within these 3 topics. Moving forward, we want you all to know that everyone's experience with combat trauma is unique, and what works for one person may not work for another.
Thank you, Suzy. Everyone's experience is so different, and I want to say this: the key is approach individuals with empathy, respect, and a willingness to learn about their needs and experiences, and without making comparisons or judgments. Avoiding comparisons for individuals with military or combat trauma is essential for their well-being and recovery. Here are some tips on how to avoid making comparisons that may trigger or worsen their trauma, and I will start off with this: respecting their privacy. We really need to avoid prying questions about their military service. Let them share their experiences at their own pace. Do not make assumptions or stereotypes about their experiences or behaviors based on what you've seen in movies, or may have even read in books, or even your own experience.
I agree, Axel. We must refrain from comparing their experiences to those of others, especially if you have no personal understanding of combat trauma. Comparisons can minimize their feelings and make them feel misunderstood. Also, how about if we all learn about combat trauma and the challenges veterans face? This can help us better understand their experiences without relying on comparisons.
If we can avoid comparisons and let them know that you are there to support them, whether that's through active listening, helping them find resources, or simply being a friend who is available when they need to talk, we can truly avoid comparisons.
Okay, Axel, here are some key principles to keep in mind when interacting with individuals who have experienced combat trauma, and how we can respect their emotions. Firstly, think about empathy and compassion. We should approach our veterans with empathy and a non-judgmental attitude. Understand that their emotions and reactions are valid responses to their experiences, and they may be struggling with intense feelings of fear, anger, guilt, or sadness.
And also, respect their boundaries. It's essential to respect their boundaries in personal space. Some individuals with combat trauma may need time and space to feel comfortable sharing their experiences or emotions. We should respect this, Suzy.
Axel, we spoke in our earlier videos about things such as active listening, avoiding triggers. These all help towards respecting emotions. Moving on, how can we help with their daily tasks?
Helping individuals suffering from combat trauma with daily tasks can make a significant difference in their lives, as their symptoms may sometimes interfere with their ability to perform these tasks. Here are some ways we all can provide assistance. We can offer transportation. Our veterans may experience anxiety or other symptoms that make it challenging to drive or use public transport. Offer to drive them to appointments, therapy sessions, or errands can offer this help and be such a great support thing to do. We can also assist with shopping. Accompany them to the shop or help them create a shopping list. Some individuals may also benefit from meal planning and preparing their meals.
And we can also offer to help with household chores such as cleaning, laundry, or help with their garden. Maintaining a tidy and organized living space can have a positive impact on their mental well-being. Just like our safe space at the Veterans Breakfast.
I know we wanted to talk about watching out for signs of crisis in this episode, but like you said earlier, Suzy, this needs to be put out on its own.
Yes, Axel, this is something that needs more focus, longer input and understanding. It should have its own part because it is probably the one thing we should all look out for the most.
Suzy, we have covered a few more things during this part, and I hope that it helps us all understand how the small things can help those who need it the most.
Yes, I think that short videos like this will always help our community understand what those suffering are going through, and how best we can support them.
Suzy and I want to thank you for watching this short video, and we hope that it offers some insight on how best we can support our veterans. If you want to add something, or need help and support, or simply offer some help, then please get in touch with the North Essex Veteran Support Group.
Thank you all for watching. Our next part will focus on looking out for signs of crisis within our veterans community. But for now, Axel and I are looking forward to seeing you all in Brantham at our monthly Veterans Breakfast.